Good morning, students. Welcome all of you to today's accountancy class. Already we started the chapter accounting ratios. Today also we'll continue with the sum of the ratios. So once again, I tell you there are four classifications of ratios. That is liquidity ratios, solvency ratios, activity or turnover ratios, then profitability ratios. So liquidity ratio is the first classification. It is again classified into current ratio and liquid ratio. Then solvency ratio again classified into debt equity ratio, proprietary ratio, total asset to debt ratio, interest coverage ratio. Now in that interest coverage ratio today we'll discuss other ratios we discussed in the previous class. And the next classification, turnover ratios. Under that category we will discuss inventory turnover ratio. Okay, so these are the topics we are going to discuss today. So we'll go to the question first. Interest coverage ratio. So interest coverage ratio means, this is coming under solvency ratio. So interest coverage ratio represents the firm's ability to pay back its debts, how much the business is able to pay the interest payments or the principal amount in time. So that is known as what? Solvency of business. So how much it can satisfy properly the customers or the borrowers or the creditors from whom the business borrowed. Okay, so that ability is known as what? Solvency. So interest coverage ratio is another category of ratio through which we can understand the solvency of the business. These are already we studied in capital structure factors. So this is considered as one of the factor while calculating the capital structure, that is the mix of debt and equity. So how to calculate that one, that we are studying here. So interest coverage ratio is another otherwise known as debt service ratio. So interest coverage ratio equation is profit before interest and income tax. So profit, whatever profit is there in the business, so usually what we'll do, we calculate the profit, from that we pay interest, then the remaining amount, from the remaining, for the remaining amount we have to pay tax. Okay, suppose 100 rupees the profit and 20 rupees interest, then 100 minus 20, so 80 is the remaining profit. For that 80, suppose 30 rupees tax, then 80 minus 30, so the real profit become the correct after profit become 50,000. 50 means 50,000, we can assume. Okay, so this way the profit will reduce after the payment of interest and tax. But to calculate the net profit or the interest coverage ratio, you need the profit before the payment of interest and tax. Okay, before paying interest and tax, what is the profit? That means 100 is the profit. Okay, suppose 50 is given in the question and they are saying that this is after interest and tax 50. Then what is the real profit before interest and tax? What to do? What you have deducted, you have to add back. So you deducted what? 30 rupee tax. So 50 plus 30, 80. You deducted interest. So 20 rupee was interest. In our example, I am saying. So 80 plus 20, 100. So what is the real profit before interest and tax? 100. Understood? So this way, if the after interest and tax is given, you have to go back and calculate the before interest and tax amount, then divided by fixed interest charges. So what is the total interest payment for the firm 1 year? That all securities interest you have to calculate and you have to divide. This fixed interest charges includes only the long term loans and advances. So don't take short term loans and advances interest. You have to consider the long term sources only. Okay, just like debentures, loans and all. Okay, so we'll discuss one question. Here 12% debentures. So this percent indicates interest rate. 12% debentures 50,000. Then 10% mortgage loan 1,50,000. These two are the interest payments obligation of the business. Now we need profit. So what is given? Net profit after interest and tax amounted to rupees 53,000. Okay, after 63,000 after the payment of interest and tax is given. So we need is before interest and tax. So we have to go back. Then rate of income tax is given 50%. So remember, amount of income tax is not given, rate is given. If amount is given, we can add back directly, interest plus tax plus then interest we can add back and calculate. But when percentage is given, how to calculate, that also we have to check. Okay, so I'll explain the answer in the video. Okay, so we'll discuss the answer first here. Okay, so first what we need is, we'll calculate the interest on debenture and loan. So debenture interest is equal to 50,000 is the debenture amount into 12 by 100. Okay, so that will get 6,000. Now loan interest is equal to, that is 10%. So 1,50,000 is the amount into 10 by 100 is equal to 15,000. So total amount is, total interest is how much? 15 plus 6, 21,000. Okay, this is the total interest. Now what we want is net profit before interest and tax. But this is not given. This is not given in the question. In question what is given? Net profit after interest and tax is given. That is equal to 63,000. Okay. So to understand this, I tell you one example. Suppose our profit is 100. From that I am minusing interest. Less interest I am minusing 20. Then the amount profit become reduced to 80. From that amount I am paying tax again 30 rupee. Then I am getting 50 rupee as my profit. So this profit 50 is after interest and tax. So with this both amount I deducted, then I got that this amount. Now the question asked is, before interest and tax, before paying these two amounts, what was the real profit? It was 100. So how to go back from 50 to 100? So what to do? First we have to add a tax. 50 plus 30, 80 you will get. To that 80 you have to add 20. Okay, so 20 when you add you will reach 100. So the same way, what is given here? Profit after interest and tax. So to this first we have to add tax. Okay, so but problem here is, here tax rate is given, tax amount is not given. So tax they are saying 50%. So always 50% means, suppose 100 rupees there, 50 is the tax you have to pay. So how much is remaining? 50. This 50 represent what? 63,000. So if 50 represents 63,000, then we need, before that means full amount we need. So this way we calculate. So how much you will get? 1,26,000 will get. Okay, so this is the net profit before tax. Now we reached back one step ahead, back, like 1,26,000. Before payment of tax it was 1,26,000. Okay, that means from 1,26,000 only we paid 50% tax. After that it becomes 63. Now net profit before interest and tax we need. So what to do? To this amount now you have to add back the interest. So interest is 21,000 already we calculated. So we'll get how much? 1,47,000. Okay, so now both items for the equation or the ratio we calculated. Interest coverage ratio is equal to, what is the equation? Net profit before interest tax divided by fixed interest charges. So we know net profit before interest tax is 1,47,000 divided by fixed interest charges is 21,000. So when you divide you will get 7 times answer. Okay, so this way understand. So when it is given after interest and tax, we have to go to before interest and tax. So how to go back? First you add tax back, or if percentage is given, usually percentage only given in the question. So this way you calculate. Suppose the percentage is 40. Instead of this, if tax rate is 40, how much will come? The remaining amount will represent 60. So 50 जगह में 60 आएगा. That means 100 minus 40. Remaining is 60. That remaining only you have to take. Don't misunderstand this 50 मैंने इधर डाला करके. This is not the 50 of this one. This 50 minus करने के बाद how much is remaining, that I am putting here. Suppose tax rate is 20, then what I will write? 100 minus 20, 80 will come. That 80 I have to write here. Okay. Okay, now this way how to calculate interest coverage ratio. Okay, hope you understood. Now we'll go to another ratio, that is next classification of ratio, that is turnover ratios. Under turnover ratios also there are four classifications are there. Inventory turnover ratios, trade receivables turnover ratio, trade payable turnover ratio, working capital turnover ratio. Okay, so today we will discuss only the inventory turnover ratio. So inventory turnover ratio is how fast the inventory is converting into cash. That is the inventory turnover ratio indicates. So how to calculate that ratio is, equation is cost of revenue from operation, cost of revenue from operation divided by average inventory. Revenue from operations means sales. Cost of revenue from operations means the expenses, all the direct expenses or trading account expenses, opening stock, purchases, less purchase return, then direct expenses minus closing stock, that is the trading account items. So all those things are how much by money we spend to make the product sale into the stage of sale stage tak aane tak, or to bring the product into the stage of sale, how much money we spent. So that include all the trading account item. You remember last year's trading account format and all. Okay, so cost of revenue from operation, how to calculate? Revenue from operations minus gross profit. From sale, if you minus gross profit, revenue from operation is what? Sales. So revenue from operations से gross profit minus करो, you will get cost of revenue from operations. Or you can use the other equation. If these items, two items are not there, then you can apply this equation. Opening inventory plus purchase of stock in trade plus direct expense minus closing inventory. This equation we studied last year also, you remember, I think. Opening stock plus purchase plus direct expense minus closing stock. So stock, instead of stock you have to use inventory. Then otherwise sometimes they give change in inventories. Change in inventory matlab opening, difference between opening inventory and closing inventory. So these merged together, and that is coming as what? Change in inventory. Opening inventory minus closing inventory. So that item is merged into this item, so no need to write opening inventory, closing inventory again. The remaining is what? Purchase stock in trade plus direct expenses and this minus change in inventory. So these both merged into one item, that is known as what? Change in inventory. Okay, so when change in inventory is there, don't write again opening inventory, closing inventory. Okay, that change in inventory directly you can minus. So these two equations you can apply to calculate what? Inventory turnover ratio. So that is over cost of revenue from operation divided by what? Average inventory. So average inventory means opening inventory plus closing inventory by 2. So this is what? Average inventory. So average inventory equation is opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. Okay, just we'll go to a question. So this is actually I'm giving you this in order to understand the profit and loss also. Statement of profit and loss companies. Okay, so what are the items given here? Revenue from operations 8 lakhs. Then expenses given. This format you remember, I think when we studied the company's format we discussed this. Expenses, next head is expenses. Under that, purchase of stock in trade 5,40,000. Change in inventory is given. Then opening inventory is 99, closing inventory is 1,99,000. So changing inventory is how much? 1 lakh. Means closing inventory is more than opening inventory. So that is why given in bracket. So given bracket means it is indicating minus figure. Closing inventory was only 99, but opening inventory was 99, but on closing date the inventory is showing 1,99,000. That means 1 lakh rupees the change in inventory. That is negative because closing is more than the opening. Equation is changing inventory equation is opening inventory minus closing inventory. That means 99,000 minus 1,99,000. So what will come? 1 lakh is coming in minus. Then other expenses, that is called indirect other expenses, 2,95,000. Then total expenses is the total of these three, that is coming 7,40,000. Okay, then profit is this minus this, 8 lakh minus 7,40,000, that is 60,000 is the profit. This is the question given. Now from this you have to calculate what? Inventory turnover ratio. Okay, so inventory turnover ratio, how to calculate? Here I explain in the here itself. So cost of revenue from operations divided by average inventory. So that is what our equation. So this one. Now cost of revenue from operation, how to calculate? Opening inventory plus purchase plus direct expense minus closing inventory, or what you can use, purchase of stock in trade minus change in inventory plus direct expense. So here we can apply purchase of stock in trade in the question. It is 5,45,000. Change in inventory also directly given, minus 1 lakh. Then direct expenses 15,000. So it is coming how much? It is coming now 4,60,000. So 4,60,000 is the what? Cost of revenue from operations. Okay, so cost of revenue from operation is 4,60,000. Now average inventory. Average inventory means opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. So opening inventory 99,000, closing inventory 1,99,000 divided by 2. So that will come 1,49,000. So then now what to do? Apply in the equation. So cost of revenue from operation 4,60,000 divided by 1,49,000 average inventory. So the ratio is how much? 3.09 times is the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear. Easily you can understand. Calculate whatever needed. Two items needed. In all ratios we need two items, cost of revenue from operation, and here we need average inventory. These both items needed. So cost of revenue from operation, how to calculate? Already equations, all equations by heart, understand properly. Okay, now then apply in the equation. Now another question we'll discuss. From the following information, calculate the inventory turnover ratio. Here the question is little different. So here what they are saying is revenue from operations 2 lakh. So revenue from operation is 2 lakh given. Gross profit is 25% on cost. So 25% on cost given gross profit. Okay. Then inventory at the beginning is 1/3 of the inventory at the end, which was 30% of revenue from operations. So inventory also not given. Beginning inventory we need closing inventory, opening inventory, both we need. Then only we can calculate what average inventory. But both items are not given. So then how to calculate? Beginning inventory is 1/3 of the inventory at the end. Opening inventory, closing inventory का 1/3 है, which was 30% of revenue from operation. So 30% of revenue from operation. So revenue from operation already given 2 lakh. Okay. So 2 lakhs 30% we can calculate. That is what the question saying. According to question we have to calculate. Okay. So how to calculate the answer here? Just will go. So first what is given in the question, just will see revenue from operations RFO is 2 lakhs given in the question. Now 2 lakh RFO, then gross profit they are saying 25% on cost. So this on cost on sale, that and all we discussed the last year. So once again I tell you, for this to understand one equation is there, cost plus profit is equal to sales. Suppose cost is the cost spent by the owner. About 10 rupee he is spending, 10 plus 2 his profit, then the selling price become 12. Okay, so cost plus profit is equal to sales. So here on cost if they are saying, then you have to assume cost as 100. This will be 100. Then profit is how much? 25%. So plus profit here, P is profit, so it is 25. Then 100 plus 25, sales is how much? 125. Okay, so on cost if they are saying, once again I tell you, cost plus profit is equal to sales. On cost if they are saying, assume cost as 100 plus profit already given 25%, that you put here 25, then selling price become 125. So this S we know. S means what? RFO. Remember, sales only known as what? RFO. So RFO is given 2 lakhs. So 2 lakh represent what? 125. So 125 is the, if 2 lakh means what we need is what in the equation? Inventory turnover ratio equation is what? CRFO, cost of revenue from operation divided by average inventory. Here this CRFO only, this C, that C represent 100, P represent 25, S represent 125. So in these three items what we know is 2 lakh. This we know, RFO we know. RFO is given in the question 2 lakhs, that represent 125. So how to calculate cost? CRFO. CRFO is equal to, if 125 is 2 lakh, then 100 how much? So C represent 100. So this C is what? CRFO. This S is what? RFO. Remember. So 100 how much? Okay. So 100 how much means how much it will come? 1,60,000 will come. Or what we can do? You can calculate into 25 also. If 125 means gross profit also you can calculate. So if you want gross profit, how we calculate? From this, gross profit is equal to, very simple, if 125 represent 2 lakh, then you need what? 25 how much? 25 represent the profit, that's why into 25. So already I told you one day, what you need into that you have to multiply. Okay, so here how much will come? 125, 25, 525, 125, then 4. So gross profit will come 40,000. Okay, then you can minus also, from sale minus gross profit is equal to what? RFO minus gross profit is equal to cost of revenue from operation. That equation also you can apply or you can apply the direct equation also. Okay, so this way also you can do. So CRFO we get how much? 1,60,000. Now this you can cut, 25 say charge 2500, 525 125, then 5 120 कट करेंगे 4 into 4 16, 1,60,000. ओके, कैलकुलेशंस करके देखो. Now CRFO मिला. Both way we can calculate. Either you can calculate this way or you can calculate CRFO is equal to RFO minus gross profit. That's why gross profit also I calculated and showed you. So RFO is how much? 2 lakh minus gross profit 40,000. So you will get how much? 1,60,000. So both answers are same only. This is alternative or. Okay, so this way also you can do. Now CRFO मिला. Now what we need? Inventory. Inventory though nothing is given. Average inventory we need. Closing inventory, opening inventory not given, but some hints are there. Inventory at the beginning is 1/3 of inventory at the end, which was 30% of the revenue from operation. Okay, so inventory at the beginning, 1/3 of inventory at the end. So inventory at the end is known as what? Closing inventory. So closing inventory is 30% of revenue from operation. Revenue from operation, that means closing inventory is what? 30 by 100 into RFO is 2 lakh in the question. Okay, so how much will come? 100 3 into, so 60,000 is the closing inventory. Now question what saying? Opening inventory at the beginning is 1/3 of the inventory at the end. So opening inventory is 1/3 of closing inventory is equal to 1/3 of means into करना है, into 60,000. So 20,000 is the opening inventory. Understood? Now average inventory we have to calculate. So closing inventory we got, opening inventory we got. Now average inventory is equal to opening inventory plus closing inventory by 2. So opening inventory is 20,000 plus closing inventory is 60,000 divided by 2. Okay, so 80,000 divided by 2 is equal to 40,000. Okay, so inventory turnover ratio ITR is equal to CRFO by average inventory. CRFO is 1,60,000 already calculated divided by 40,000. 4 times. So this inventory turnover ratio you have to represent in times, not is to 1. It is times, number of times the profit or the inventory we can convert. Okay, so this way you have to calculate. So this is this much only for today. So make it clear, all calculations and all clearly understand and do it. If you not understanding, watch it again and make it clear. Okay, thank you so much. Okay then, take care, bye.